In this example, we're going to solve for x. So we have negative 4 equals, that's actually negative 4 minus 5 divided by x plus 6 equals 6 divided by x plus 1 times x plus 6. So our strategy that we've learned in class is we're going to solve equations by clearing fractions. And the way we clear fractions is we multiply everything by the least common denominator. For all of these fractions, we want all of them to have one of each group. So the groups are already factored. I see that one denominator has x plus 6, another has x plus 6 and x plus 1. So I need each of those groups. Also, we need to solve for restrictions for x, and the restrictions come from where the denominator groups, we cannot let those equal 0. So for the x plus 6 group, if x equals negative 6, we get division by 0. And for the x plus 1 group, if we get negative 1 in for x, we also get the error dividing by 0. So now let's take the two groups of x plus 6 and x plus 1, and we're going to multiply every term by x plus 6, x plus 1, all the way across. So I just put it on the numerators all the way across the problem. Now notice I also put it with the single number, the negative 4 in front. That's going to multiply by those groups. And they don't cancel since negative 4 doesn't have a denominator. So I have negative 4 times x plus 6 times x plus 1 minus, and here in the second one, the denominator cancels, x plus 6 is gone, and you bring down 5 parentheses x plus 1. So notice I brought down the negative and the 5, and I didn't distribute yet. On the other side of the equals, both of the denominator groups cancels, and you bring down the 6. So now I need to distribute and clear parentheses in order to solve for x. So before you distribute this negative 4, you've got to FOIL out the groups. So bring down negative 4. X times x is x squared, plus 1x, plus 6x, plus 6 times 1 is 6. Here I'm going to distribute negative 5 into the group. Negative 5x minus 5 equals 6. Okay? Inside of this group, 1x and 6x makes a positive 7x when you add like terms. And now I'm going to distribute negative 4. So I get negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared. Negative 4 times 7x is negative 28x. And negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. Bring down minus 5x minus 5 equals 6. Now let's add like terms. So I have negative 4x squared minus 28x. Let's actually add that. Negative 28x and negative 5x together makes negative 33x. And then I have negative 24 take away 5 more is negative 29, and then that equals the 6. Okay, so now that I've collected all of my like terms that are on the left-hand side of the equation, I need to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to minus 6 from negative 29. So I have negative 4x squared minus 33x, and negative 29 take away 6 is negative 35. Set that equal to 0. Now before I can try to factor this, I need to pull out the negative that's in front, and I don't have a GCF here, so I'm going to take out negative 1, and I have 4x squared minus plus 33x plus 35 equals 0. Also, you could just move all of the terms to the other side. That would also make the leading term positive. So let's try the AC method here. So my A number is 4, C number is 35, so 4 times 35 is 140, and I want my sum to be positive 33. So 1 times 140, 2 times 70, 140 divided by 3 doesn't work, 4 times 35, so if I add that I get 39, I'm getting a little bit closer, 5, so 140 divided by 5 is 28, so if I add 28 and 5 together, I do get the 33 that I wanted. So this is going to be my combination that works. So we go back to the problem, and we have 4x squared. We break apart the middle 33x, and we have plus 5x plus 28x plus 35 equals 0. We're going to factor that by grouping now. So I group 4x squared plus 5x plus 28x plus 35. That equals 0. First group, we're going to take out a common x, and I get 4x plus 5. Other group, a number that goes into 28 and 35 would be 7, and when you divide by 7, you get 4x plus 5. So then I factor out the 4x plus 5, and my other group is x plus 7. Okay, so I'm going to bring down that GCF. Negative 1 comes down that I factored out, and I have 4x plus 5 times x plus 7 equals 0. Now to find the solutions, you set each of these three factors equal to 0. But when we set negative 1 equal to 0, if it has no x, it's no solution. So that doesn't give us an answer. But for x plus 5, we can solve for x. So you're going to minus 5, 4x equals negative 5, and divide by 4. Okay, so now let's set x plus 7 equal to 0, and you subtract 7, and x equals negative 7. So my solutions are negative 5/4 and negative 7, but I just need to cross-reference the restrictions that I got to make sure that my answers aren't restricted. So at the very first step, from the denominator, we cannot let x equal a negative 6 or a negative 1, and since my solutions are not those, then I am okay and I don't have to discard any solutions.